Hello, Steve Arts 89. Well, it's Oscars day today because the Oscars was yesterday. I didn't even realise, so it sort of snuck up on me and it just sort of took over my whole day. I've been watching everyone's speeches, seeing who won, and I just realised they were having a Little Mermaid trailer that was going to be shown during the Oscars. So I just watched that and I thought it looked good. Now, I wanted to do a little review before I go and listen to everyone else's reviews and the usual suspects all carry on. Like, I'm sure they're going to hate it because that's what they do. But yeah, I mean, I have never watched Little Mermaid. I mean, I'm not that gay. My niece was obsessed with it and she had her own VHS copy. So I've sat in the same room as that film a million times, but I've never actually watched it. So I was watching the trailer and I'm like, oh, so he like fell off a ship. There was like a crash and she rescued him. Oh, that's because I didn't know. I knew that there was like some romance between a human and Ariel, but I didn't know anything about it. And I'm like, why is she dealing with the nasty, divine octopus? I mean, I wasn't really sure. And like, oh, she goes to her so she can be turned into a human so she can go and then find this man that she's in love with, this human, and learn about humans. Like, okay, now I get the story. I didn't really know what the story was. So I'm assuming that is the story. They haven't differed from the original. But yeah, the trailer looked good. It was a bit dark to start off with. Like, there's reflections on my screen because it's so dark. I'm basically trying to look past the reflections at what's happening. But then it brightened up. And the musical scenes under the sea with all the creatures is like, I'm not sure how they're quite. I thought they're going for straight drama, but with a mermaid. It's like, oh no, they're going full fantasy. They've got like the giant crab is like talking with an accent, and the seagull or whatever it was, crane or whatever, was talking, and I'm sure the blowfish is going to talk, and it's like, okay, that's okay. But it did look good. Halle Bailey, I think her name is. She looked good in it. She sounds amazing. We all know that. But yeah, it looks good. I don't have any issues with it. So I mean, I always feel like the first sort of version of a film adaptation of something live action should be as true to the original, just because the people who watched it always want to see it in real life. And then if you're going to do sequels and remakes and that, then you can just do whatever you want. And I don't see any real value in repeating the same thing over and over again. But so I think she pulls it off. She looks good as Ariel. Yeah, I sort of initially thought they should have just picked a redhead, but she's a redhead. And there are other redheads in other races, so it's not just white people that have red hair. So, yeah, I don't know. She was the only redheaded princess, so I don't know. I feel like there should have been a redheaded princess on screen. I mean, she is, but like, I don't know. So I can see people still getting stuck on that because I'm still a little stuck on it, but she sounds good. She looks good. It looks good. I'm surprised because I'd heard a few little rumblings that it was dark, and I thought they were going to go a little bit away from the sort of expected sort of style of sort of fanciful and bright and under the sea and all that. It looks like they're going that direction, so I'm fine with that. But it looks like they end up together. The father is saying we're basically like acting like they're enemies. She's saying we're not enemies just because we're different. So it might have a nice message. I have no idea. I should watch the original. I know they did a sequel as well, but I just kept thinking of when I was a kid. My sister had these little mermaid dolls. It's not the Little Mermaid, but just mermaid dolls now really little. And one of them was like a black one with a purple scales and everything. I just remember playing with that a lot when I was a kid. She had black hair, and there was one with orange hair, I think. This was before Ariel, I think. They were really old, and I sort of inherited them for bath time. And I just remember thinking of that, and I don't know, I kind of want to see it now. But I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. What did you think of the trailer? I'm sure there's going to be people who hate it because it's not, a white actress and everything, but it's not the most important thing. So, I'm gonna see it. Yeah, I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna do a big Disney fest because I've got piles of freaking Disney films that I've put aside that are meaning to watch. I still haven't watched them, but I will watch, the original before I watch the new one. But I'm gonna go. Bye.